Hi everyone, and welcome back to my weekly angel card reading here on YouTube. I'm Geraldine Ryan of Geraldine Ryan Coaching, and these cards are for Monday the 22nd of November. And just wondering how everybody is doing. It's been a hugely intense time energy-wise, and the fact that we're still in full moon of Friday, I'm going to use the archangel Gabriel cards to see what she has to say to us. And the energies have been intense, there's no doubt about it, with these eclipses and Scorpio and the whole thing. And the only way to ride this storm is to ground and keep grounding, and you may have to do it several times throughout the day. So before we start, and while I'm shuffling, we'll just do a grounding you could do in the moment. You don't need to close your eyes. Just need to take a second. We'll just place our hand on our heart to connect in. Feel that connection? It's fabulous. Anytime you're feeling a bit disconnected, just put your hand there. Okay, just leaving your eyes open softly, taking that deep breath in and sending those roots down. Feel the roots dragging you down. Visualize that you're being planted, that you're right down. Otherwise, if you're not grounded, especially in these energies, you are spinning. You are between heaven and earth, and you're there and you're spinning out of control. So just feel those roots pulling you down. And the roots go right down and connect in with the heart of the earth, and they root in, rooting in. And the more they root in, the more access you have to your inner knowing, because it's aligning, it's connecting body, mind and soul. So that's where you get the juicy bits, that's where you get the juicy information, your inner knowing. And then drawing up that beautiful liquid gold light from Mother Earth, right the way up through you, right up the legs, the thighs, the torso, up through that energy channel. Front and back, you have a channel here, goes right the way down, front and back, and then let it spill out into the whole body. Up to the top of the head, the crown opens up, and it spills out around you, encasing you in a beautiful gold seal. How long did that take? Seconds, minutes, not even a minute. So if you just remember to do that, and you may need to do that a couple of times a day, and I find if you're going in now, it's a great time for town. If you're going into town, you're going into busy places, because everybody's feeling it, and it's just, everybody, you'll pick up on it. Everybody's feeling it. So, just a few tips there to manage this mad season. Okay, they all came out here together. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. I just turn them over. All right. Okay. The first one, surprise, from Archangel Gabriel is let go. And I know we've been talking about let go and making space and all that, but this let go is about control. You're asking the angels, the universe, God, you're praying for something, but the angels are trying to pry it out of your tightened fist that you're holding onto it. Okay, I want this money, but it can only come in a certain way. And it can come from any way. So it's like we're, holding on to it and looking in one direction instead of just out the hands. This is what I want. Take it and bring it back to me. And that's what's happening. So let go of your need to control, controlling what you're asking for, controlling your situations, controlling your relationships. Step back. Step back. Allow things to be the way they're meant to be. And if, there's behaviors going on around you or patterns going around you that you don't like, you cannot control them. You have to step out. And I think that's a big message there. Release the need to control. And control comes from fear. So if you're not controlling something, what are you afraid is going to happen if you don't? And if you have to really control a situation that tight, I mean, is that a situation you should be connected to or involved in? So just take note of that. Now the rest of the cards are very positive. Blocks lifted. Okay, this is the block. The control is the block. Because control comes from fear, it comes from anger, and those emotions will block. So if you do this, release control, step back and say, okay, I'm open to whatever way I'm answered. I'm open to the answer to this issue coming to me in whatever way, and I am watching for it. That's the block lifted. That's the space made. I love to see this card, blocks lifted. So you're making the space. Okay. So you're letting go of the control, which is the block. You're going to then ask for what you want. Ask for the sun, moon and stars. You've made the room, ask for what you want. And be clear on it and ask. And, keep asking. And change your mind. It's okay to change your mind. Just say, angels, I was thinking about that and I'm not sure if that's what I want. Maybe I want this instead. Play around with the ask. Play around with what you want. And try it on for size. It's like going into a shop and just buying a coat and not trying it on. Okay, this is what I think I want. And just take a moment to feel, okay, how will I feel when I get it? Or, how is this result? This is the result I want. How do I actually feel about it? And make sure it is what you want. Play around with it. And that's that one. Then, in that process, you've let go of the control, you've made the space, the block is lifted, you have asked for what you want. Because sometimes what you want will bring change, so nurture yourself. Don't forget, take time for you. A great question to ask yourself every day is, how can I love myself today? And you can feel the heart's opening with that. How can I love myself today? And that can mean taking just 5 minutes, turn off the phone and sit for 5 minutes and drink your tea or coffee. Putting on a meditation in the car or an affirmation or mantras. I have loads of them there on YouTube. Listening to that on the way home, clearing the day, So nurture yourself. So how can I love myself today is a great question. And then, of course, ta-da, we have the prosperity. Great card. Love this card. Love this box because it has this card. This is going to bring, and this is, I feel, this is a very positive card. And this is saying, when you get the blocks lifted, it's telling you, yeah, you're on your way. You're on your way to getting what you want. You're on your way to being who you want to be, or you're on the way to finding where you want to be. And the prosperity and the abundance of that. And this is an abundant month, despite the madness and the chaos. And why we are feeling the chaos is we're being pushed to step out. So try it. Step 1 foot out of the box, even a toe, anything, and see what happens. See what happens. And I've said this before, and I know from personal experience, taking an action step, the angels will just take 10 more for you, and you'll find yourself, being, pushed into this new space that you didn't even know was possible. So take the step. Stick out the toes, stick out your head, whatever part of you needs to get out, But really, this is really good. So once you let go the need to control and clear that fear and anger behind the need to control, the blocks are lifted. It's not a big drama. It's not a big going down the rabbit hole like Alice. It's just recognize, why am I trying to control this so much? Why am I? Where can I take my mental hands off this situation? Okay? Then ask. You're in a lovely place then, because you're clear of those emotions, to ask for what you want. And play around with it. What you want this week may not be what you want next week, because there's so many shifts happening. You know, there's so many, and all my fabulous clients so committed to their personal development that every week we're in a new place. So the asking for what you want may change. So play around with it and trust that the angels get that. How can I love myself during this transition? How can I love myself anyway, every day? How can I give myself 5 minutes to love myself? And then, woohoo, the prosperity. This is where, as I said before, this is where we want to be, and this is how we work back to it. Prosperity. Every week we're getting this card that it's there for us. It's there for us. We just need to look in the right direction. We need to let go our need to control, and we need to love ourselves. And it's not a big a job as you think. So those are the cards for Monday, November 22nd, coming to the end of November. And as always, if you need any help with this, if you don't know why you're controlling things, or if you're fearful to take yourself away from a situation, you're fearful of the fallout or what might happen, contact me, GeraldineRyanCoaching.com, or message me on any of those social media platforms. I'm on Facebook and I'm Instagram. Email me, whatever. I'm here to help. So just get in touch. And in the meantime, wishing you so much of this, in every way, not just money and peace and love and calmness and direction and all of that. Have a really, really great week, and I'll talk to you soon.